Hello everybody, it's Mini Mark, and I'm gonna do another flashback draft. You might be wondering to yourself, it says 11:55 on your screen. That's definitely on Thursday. Well, you're right. I'm going up to a pre-release, driving pretty far away to do it. So I decided that I'd do a draft now, and then you guys can get that and be happy. Alright, so cards that we have in the pack. There's a Mad Ante, which is pretty good. Gives everything else. It's a goblin +1/+1. Pretty good in a set like this because Lorwyn and Morningtide are a very tribal set. So what you want to be doing is you want to be taking changelings very high, and if you do go into a tribe, you want to try to stick with that tribe. Now, that being said, Mad Ante, very, very good because, you can do the goblin tribe, which is black-red, and you can do some pretty crazy stuff with that. Now, that being said, there's a Mulldrifter in the pack. I don't think I can pass a Mulldrifter. Even though Mad Ante is really, really good, I mean, it's a divination that for 2 extra mana, you can get a 2/2 flyer out of it. I think it's about as good as you're gonna, and that's really, really good. It's not as good as you're gonna get, but I think I'm gonna take that over the Mad Ante, even though I love goblins. It's just too much value. Alright, and then we get, a Marsh Flitter. That's pretty good. Stalactite's pretty good. Thieving Sprite's pretty good. When you're in blue, you typically want to be pairing it either with white and going Merfolk, or you want to be pairing it with black and going fairies. So that's really what I'm looking for right now. That doesn't look very good. Target creature against fear. I think it's probably the Marsh Flitter. Or the Thieving Sprite. Unless I want to go Merfolks, in which case I want to take the Angler, because the Angler is very, very good as well. Yeah, you do have a very good pick in the Angler. I think the Sprite is behind the Flitters and the Angler. It's a fine card, but it's not that good. Apparently I'm picking the Flitter because I took too long to look. Well, looks like I'm leaning fairies at least. So let's see, what did we get? 1/1 Pro Elves. Target hero gets +1/+1 and Island Walk. Target island becomes an island. Alright, so if you have a way of toggling it, that's pretty good. Target creature becomes a 4/4 changeling and 4/4 flying changeling until end of turn. Interesting. Destroy a land. That's not that good. Just a random elf to ramp with. Take a shapeshifter or a changeling that's able to get pumped. Or we can take the Merfolk guy who does Merfolky things. I think I kind of want to take this guy. He seems pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take the changeling. Alright, so get something Island Walk. When it dies, Hercules gets -2/-2. Seems decent. Enters the battlefield. Search your library for a goblin. Oh, it's the Harbinger. Well, it can search up my shapeshifters, or my changelings, rather, which is good to remember. So there's 2 goblins in the pack. I don't see anything else really silly good. I mean, there's a Lash Out, which is just a really solid card. I think it's better than a random searcher and that, at least at this point. That card's fun. If you use the trample ability, the 3rd time you use it, you get 8 red mana, and that can be pretty fun to do stuff with. because it allows you to go off with certain cards. Put them back in any order. There's a battlefield clash. If you win, but a +1/+1 counter. That doesn't seem that good. I think the torch runner is probably pretty good here, though. I mean, this guy's pretty good, but I really like that. And we have a lash out and marsh flitter and stuff, so I think that could be pretty good. Yeah, let's take the torch runner. Enters the battlefield. Target player discards 2 cards. Oh no, that's really expensive. Whenever another non-token elf is run to the battlefield from the graveyard, put a 1/1 onto the battlefield. It's alright. Put any number of target creatures on top of your library. Seems decent. Prevent the next damage. That's annoying. There's some pretty good elf cards. But I'm nowhere near going into elves right now. Did I just take the feast, I guess? Yeah, I guess I'll take it. Alright. That guy's fine. Enters the battlefield, destroy a target artifact. I don't think that matters much in this format. Whenever you activate an ability of an elemental, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. That could be pretty interesting if we can get back the guy who gets trample. Because you can basically pay 2 mana to pump him up 1 and give him trample. What do you do? Target fairy or elf gains lifelink, you just a 1/1. Is that or that guy? He goes -2/-2 when he dies. Let's just take the goblin for now. Just try to push other people out of the colors we're in. Enters the battlefield clash. If you win, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Alright, that's fine, I guess. For heavy red, we can do the brawler deck. He's not bad. He's got 2 toughness. But I think I just want the goblin here. If you win, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So you clash. And then if you win, you get, a 3/2 for 2, which is really, really good. When it dies, discard a card. That seems suboptimal. Return target creature you control to its owner's hand. Weird. So you throw it at the opponent. Interesting flavor. Think I'm just gonna take a feast. Draws a card, it puts stuff back in your library. It seems decent. Creatures target player controls get -2/-0 and lose all creature types. That actually seems pretty good. Better than a random thing that makes someone shuffle their library. It's better the stalactite, but... Oh wait, I forgot I'm not in blue. Oh. Oops. Sure. I'll hide that. Search your library for a goblin. Oh, we have a lot of goblins. If we're going to go goblins after passing the Mad Ante, which I got to tell you is just a wonderful idea. Sure. We'll take the Harbinger. Oh, we have 2 feasts? Wow, I am not on my game today. I'm sorry. Ooh, foil land? I'm gonna take the foil land. Alright. I'm keeping the Mold Drifter in if we get a couple Vivids. Like 1 or 2. then we can definitely go off with this. Target shapeshifter becomes a copy of target creature until end of turn. So for what it does, for what you pay for it, 3, you can turn this into a copy of any creature on the battlefield until end of turn. Interesting. There's a Dream Spoiler Witches. Do I have anything to cast on my opponent's turn? Lash Out. I guess just Lash Out right now. But it is pretty good. There's also a Marsh Flitter. Sack a Goblin. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn and deals 5 to its controller. Seems pretty good. It's a 2-for-1, but you get to dome them for 5 typically. Um, It's like the Witches or the Flitter. Probably just the Marsh Flitter. I don't think I have enough going on my opponent's turn. Oh, there's a Pepper Smoke. How many fairies do I have? The 2 Marsh Flitters probably is it, right? Well, I got the Changeling as well. Not playing Wild Ricochet. -2/-0 seems, or -0/-2 seems pretty good. Enters the battlefield, target thing that gains fear. That card's really good, but we're not in blue. I think I just want the Pepper Smoke. This is a way of killing pesky things on the board. Is it better than a board wipe at near the end? Maybe? Yeah, we'll take it. Alright. Interesting. There's another Pepper Smoke as well. And we're not playing that. We can play a 3-mana Shock if we would choose. Well, it's not even a Shock, it's a sorcery speed thing. But that seems pretty good. You can just slowly make it bigger and bigger and bigger over the course of a couple turns. And then if you get up to a bunch of mana, you can hit them and then dome them for 1 billion. It's definitely that or the Pepper Smoke, but I think I just like him. Seems interesting. I don't know. Okay. And that can get +1/+0, so it's fire breathing, but you can only do it twice a turn. Ha, because I have 2 heads. I get it. Avian Changeling here, which is really good, but again, we're trying to be in those colors. That thing just regenerates. Guess we can just take a Hunter. And if they, if my opponent has a bunch of stuff with counters on it, I can just start blowing stuff up. A lot of good merfolk stuff here, too. But yeah. We'll just take the Hunter. Goat Napper. Untap target goat and gain control of it until end of turn. It gains haste. I have a feeling this isn't going to be turned on a lot of the time. Don't know why. Something in my goat gut just says that's not going to work out. Pick a Blind Spot Giant. I have like 2 changelings, I guess. Probably not worth it. I could just take a giant 6/4 beater. I think it's better than a random 2/2 for 3. Whenever a player casts a Kithkin, they lose a life. It's a 3/2 for 4. Doesn't seem that good. Additional cost, reveal an elemental card from your hand or pay 3. Seems bad. I don't think we're going to have enough elementals to make that really work necessarily. Not a lot of good cards for us here. Probably the guy we passed the Mad Anti who's taking them all. I guess I'll just take the Bogart. You may play the exile card if each player has no cards in hand. I have a feeling that isn't going to happen a lot of the time. Wow, Pepper Smoke and Dream Spoiler Witches, huh? Well, I'm going to take this. And, yeah. Creature you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Each goblin can be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. That seems actually pretty good in my deck. Makes blocking for them fairly difficult. The cool changeling came back, but I think we're just going to take a face falter. Whenever you clash, pay 1. I don't think we're clashing a lot of the time, so I don't think we really care about it. If it had a body, then maybe I'd care, but I'm just going to take a fairy. As long as you control a fairy, it gets +1/+1 in flying. We have a non-zero number of changelings slash fairies. I think it's better than a 1/1 that can't block or spells we can't cast, so I'll take it. Cool, we got fire breathing guy back. And a goat napper. Hallelujah. We got ourselves a goat napper. I'm just gonna get rid of the goat napper. I have a feeling we're not playing it. I mean, I guess we take the net? I don't know. Cool. And a card we're not playing. Let's see what we get. That's not any good. Just Shard Volley. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it shares a creature type with this, reveal it. If you do, deals 2 damage to each creature. Alright. Beginning of your upkeep, if it shares a creature type, put a +1/+1. It gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Alright. If its prowl cost was paid, how many rogues do we have? Probably not many. And there's just like this guy, who's pretty good. Can probably get the Warren wielding back, maybe, right? Nah, I don't want to risk it. There's a lot of good cards in this pack for us anyways. We'd probably be happy to get any of them back. Or do you want just a Shard Valley for removal? Let's take the weirding. Let's do some weird stuff. Those X damage target creature or player. Alright, so it's a fireball. We already read that card. Enters the battlefield, destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Seems pretty good. But I think I'm gonna take Sorcery Speed Fireball. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. I mean, how often is that really gonna come up? That something's gonna take damage and not die, and I'm gonna be like, oh well, I can use this to kill it. Besides me trying to just fireball something out. I'm just gonna take the fireball. Burn them. Alright. It leaves the battlefield, exile a card from your graveyard. Clash. If you win, they discard 2, if not, only 1. Does X damage, where X is the number of elemental cards in your graveyard. Alright. I'm just gonna take the Spite Bellows. Seems good. Can evoke it to just hit something for 6. Or if you get up to 6 mana, you get a 6/1 and you also get to just dome something. Or you get to just kill a creature most of the time, I would think. It only gets +1/+1 until end of turn. This makes me not want to play it, because I don't think I'm playing like the super beatdown deck. You know? Like, if I was playing like a... I guess I am fairly beatdown. I have a lower end curve. It's going to take the rogue, though. It's still a goblin. Is this the same? Did I just get the same pack back, basically? This creature deals 1 damage, target creature or player. Whenever a creature dies, untap this creature. Whenever a shaman enters the battlefield, you may attach it. It seems like it costs a lot of mana. Like, it costs 6 total mana to get going, and you have to have a creature out, and it has to be not summoning sick. Seems like a lot of setup costs, but if you can get it going, you start like picking things off after combat by just putting 1 damage here and 1 damage there. Could be good. Let's take the staff. Sacrifice a goblin. Put 2 black goblin rogues onto the battlefield. Okay. What do you do? You're shiny. Whenever you draw a card, it gets +1/+1 and flying until end of turn, and 4 mana, draw a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card. If it shares a type, reveal it. If you do, each opponent discards a card. That actually seems pretty good. Is it better than the shaman, though? Probably not, actually. Put 2 1/1s onto the battlefield by sacking a goblin. Actually, doesn't seem that good. I'm just gonna take the guy. So 1/1 with fear. Artifacts and black creatures. I mean, I don't know if I'm really doing anything with that, though. I guess I'll just take the ferry. So just nothing. I don't know. Just take the card that smooths out blue decks, I guess. I think we have a decent amount of rogues right now, but so we could probably make this work, where we just like get in on turn 3, and then we're just like, all right, drain you for 3, draw a card. But I think I just want the Shard Volley for removal purposes. So I feel like we're gonna be putting down like 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, and then we just like Shard Volley, Pepper Smoke, stuff like that, just to keep other creatures on their side dead. I don't see myself playing any of these. I guess I'll just take the Boggart, because it's a card I can actually play. We'll take Roar of the Crowd, just in case I hit something nice with my deck where it's just like almost entirely goblins. Alright, if you want in, you get in. We'll see how many goblins and warriors I have. Cards with kinship are really good with Rune Stalactite, which I wish I had one of, because you just get to, whoops, you just get to like any creature off the top of your deck or any tribal card, you can just, you know, get there with it, because you're always going to be hitting your trigger. So it's basically just a 2/2 some of the time for 1. I don't really like that much. I don't think I'll be playing them. Even though I just said I would, I'm going to have to break my promise to the poor guy. We didn't see any fixing either, so probably not going to bother splashing the Mole Drifter. Maybe? Sure. Colors you control can be blocked except for 2 or more creatures. Yeah, he's good. Don't know about you. You're getting in. We need just some beef. Nope. Doubt that'll get in, but it might. When there's a battlefield search, yeah, that's getting in. I'll probably run 1 for now. Yes. X cards from their hand or X number of fairies you control. Yeah, you're not gonna be good. You might. Yeah, you guys are in. No. If I hit, yeah, it's just good anyways. Alright. My curve looks terrible. You're probably gonna be a 2. And then you're probably more of a 3. I don't have a consistent way of being able to like, this is I think the only way I have of just straight sacking something of mine. That's a creature. So I'm gonna put that over there, which is The Bogart's good. I think I'll just cut that. Hmm. I only have 3 ways of playing a spell on my opponent's turn. I think it's between these two fairies for the last cut. I don't think I have enough ways of dream spoiling people, so I think I just want the uh, final Sting Fairy, so I can just... Oh, I guess I have the 2 Marsh Flitters for sacking, but I think this will be able to... This might be able to kill some stuff. But I think I'd rather run that. Now that I realize I got the 2 Marsh Flitters as well for sacking. That's 3 ways of doing it. I can like tutor it up, play it, sack it, kill something, make this guy bigger at the same time. Yeah, it doesn't seem bad. I also have Warren weirding if I want to like do it to myself. This does damage. Yeah, seems fine. Alright. Add land. Go by colors. Feel like I need the red a little bit more early. I have some double black, so sure. Alright. See you guys in round 1.